Hey mate, yeah, great work on ID. Yeah, I'm up about 6% as well. Very nice, good to see. I just actually posted about it on this other channel. I didn't see you posted about it as well. If I would have known, I would have probably posted below here. But great work on that. Yeah, I'm going to hold as well for a little bit just to see if we can get a bit more traction to the upside. It was really badly beat down there, straight down. So it's nice to kind of see this reaction, and we were into this level here. So yeah, if we do look at the fibs as well, it was into a very nice retrace level. You can see it just touched the 78.6% retrace. Didn't catch the very lows. I bought in around there somewhere. Now I was looking at it and I forgot in the moment, in the craziness of yesterday. I was working with programmers and different things. I would have loved to have bought it earlier, you know, when these started to flash and be buying down here. But I bought in here somewhere below the white 100. I forget now my exact entry, but it was somewhere in here, in that cluster. But yeah, look at these candles a bit. It looks like there would have been a nice stop on. Look at this early candle as well. Yeah, I missed that completely because it was really beat down. And below volume, look at this. It bottomed exactly, perfectly below the volume capitulation. So it was flawless. It's a shame now we didn't get it a little bit lower, to be honest. It was a busy day. Not the largest volume when you move out, but even here you can see, you know, it did give a reaction. Didn't pierce below it actually, but it gave a reaction. Ideally here, like to me now, it looks like this could probably drop again. So this one actually moved on up. See the way here it continued. That's the hope. This is the hope. When you get such a strong move, you get the consolidation, and then you get the next power move higher. That would lead us to taking profits right here at the purple 200 moving average, which kind of would be, I suppose, from here another 6-7%, 8% on a pierce maybe, but into that area, just like here, you would have to think that that's a good area to be looking out for. And it's also a pivot. Let's look here. You can see this pivot here. It'll be worth noting that pivot in the future, if we get that bounce, if we get that reaction. So it'll either not get high enough and create a lower high, because that's a pretty decent pivot. It's not a macro. It's not a macro pivot. It's more of a micro pivot. But like see here, this bounce didn't get to this pivot. You can see up here, it didn't get to it. It created lower highs the entire way down, and it's still creating lower highs. So this might come up and create a lower high right into this green box. Okay, so I think the safe bet at the moment is to aim for below this pivot, but also the perfect sell point may be right above the purple 200 moving average. I just shared that chart here in the group for other people to see. Maybe some people don't watch the video sometimes, in case anybody else bought ID as well. But UMA, so UMA, the other day it looked like it was going to rip higher. Obviously then the market's got that, I'm not saying a crash yesterday. It wasn't really a crash. It was weird because the alerts went crazy. Everything got into oversold very quick. Now, getting into oversold very quick can mean two things. It can mean that, for example, say we're moving up and we move up. If you get oversold here sometimes really quick, it can mean two things. That obviously it can mean a trend continuation, but you need to watch the reaction. It can also mean that things are oversold very quick, and there may be a severe reaction. The trend is now broken. So you just need to watch the reaction, but it is critical, because like normally in an uptrend you might get oversold and it'll continue, but when you get crazy oversolds in this area, there, you know, it's kind of alarming. Sometimes you'll get the continuation, but you also have to be aware that that might be a trend change and it might drop. So it's I know people complain about all that flashing yesterday, and I agree, it's really annoying. It really drove me mad, but because I actually have the alert set up to flash on my computer, so the alarms were going all day, and I couldn't get any work done when they were flashing. So yeah, I need to get them reset up properly. It was only a quick fix, but yeah, UMA, this monthly candle, you know, it's only a few days gone in the month and we've already had that big move up. It is a lower high here at this point. See this lower high on the monthly? That is interesting. Now this is consolidating for, well, I mean it's building for a move. I don't know if we're going to get the move this month, right? I thought yesterday or 2 days ago we might be ready to run for the apex, but it seems maybe not now that this is rejected. This is potentially getting ready for a move. A lot of times when you get this inside candle, now there's 2 months away, you will then later get a big move on the next quarter, right, up or down. Okay, so definitely need to be prepared, need to see how the rest of this quarter goes. It's early days. Now this is and has flipped red on the quarter. Okay, so that, and we have taken liquidity above. So is that a warning sign that maybe this wants to, it's took liquidity above? Is this going to continue to be red and actually continue to reverse, right? So as long as it's red, you do need to be aware or careful in case that does happen. I'm not saying it's happening yet, but you know, some coins can sit like this and then all of a sudden in 1 or 2 days they explode. So you just never know if the volume is going to come in or not. This could easily pop up here and get above this white 100 moving average again, and then things are looking more rosy and pretty. But at this point, you know, you have to take it for what it is. It's a rejection higher. It's a flipping red on the quarter. So until we kind of see more strength, we just need to be aware of that in case this does roll over. But overall, like, the apex is developing pretty well. It doesn't look completely ready. Like, I didn't think some of them were ready, but some of them actually did explode. So there was early moves in the apex, and some of them did actually explode up. Most of them likely won't explode early. A lot of them wait for later and build some build some pattern in the apex. Like, it'll come right down to here, and we'll come in and like, a lot of things can do this and even fake out before getting back inside and actually rolling in or whatever. In long extended bear markets, this can run or whatever, you know, and this can base here for a long time. You know, that's in long extended bear markets before you get a big move. If we look at ADA in the last bear market, for example, it stayed in the apex for a long period of time, and it was amazing because it actually came down before the real move, stopped everybody out on a stop hunt of this previous low, and then came back upside and had the real move and done like 100x or whatever. I forget now what it done, but it ran huge. So hopefully we get the same opportunities this time, and hopefully the market makers play their game and stop everybody out. When I mean stop everybody out, I mean run stops on this entire base. This entire base could last a year and a half. It lasted a year and a half almost last time. So are we only halfway through it? Are we halfway through this base? It's possible. It did last a year and a half in 2018-19, and this just kind of grinded out for most coins. There's a lot more coins today before, you know, getting that stop hunt and away it went. So if we get this, if we get this here, right, I mean, that's when you want to be selling your dog and your you know, sell your house, buy crypto, and then you can buy 10 houses later on. Obviously not financial advice, but yeah. So yeah, I'm rambling on this now a bit, but yeah, we just need to be careful here and watch this. If we start to reclaim the white 100 moving average, there is still time then to get on board. Buying here is a little bit more risky. Once you get above the white 100, if the trend is real, it'll probably likely stay strong and get that move. I think it's probably okay to wait now because of that rejection. It's okay to wait and see this new 9-week candle in 3 days time. If it is actually going to get the move, well, that's when it's going to move. Okay, so this is a beautiful inside bar. That's what I was talking about on the monthly, actually, or 3 month. I forget now what one it was. 3 months, yeah, must be 3 months because this is similar time frame, and you can see very similar. Sometimes this is a bit of a pressure cooker built up, and then the new 9 week gets a small wick down, flips green again, and away it goes. And that's what we kind of need to be watching for.